Ladies and Germans, how are you all doing? This is Con Ulrich.
And I'm running Roo, hello, hello, hello.
And like we promised you guys, we are back for some more Steel Division PDX tournament play. Now, today, in the lovely town of St Mere Eglaise, who do we have there, Rang?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have Funagor as the 101st Airborne Division. And on the right-hand side in red, we have AK Action Mambles as the 9th Panzer Division.
Alrighty, and actually looking at it already, we are going to see lots and lots of P1s and P2s, but maybe we should get point out first that we are going to be having the winner of this game will be taking home the best of three. Isn't that there, Rang? Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. This is a round one match, so the winner of this goes on to round number 2. And pretty much from most of the videos, when we're covering it, the winner of it is most likely going to be a one advance into the round. We don't have enough time, unfortunately, to cover every single match and do every single best of 3, because I think you can agree with me, Khan, that'd take a long time.
It would, and while I would love to do it, I don't get paid to do this just yet. So we'll put a pin in that. You and I one day will handle that kind of thing, but not just yet.
Well, so far I'm really interested in this Panzer 1, Panzer 2 Russ. I know I mentioned this in a previous 9th Panzer Division match, but you can really just do anything with 9th Panzer and A-Phase. There's a lot of options, and doing this light Panzer Russ is definitely one of those options. It's going to be a bit interesting, because against 101st, they can get a lot of those cheap 37mm guns, which deal with the Panzers easily. But if he can get past Joe's, I think he could really do a good envelopment over the town, because in a town fight, especially early on, airborne troops are a bit scary. They're just a bit too scary, so I think for Mambles, it's going to be more about attacking on the flanks and trying to get and doing some, Panzer play instead of meat grinder slogging it out in that town.
Well, that was the question I was going to ask you. I mean, you're saying about enveloping the town, but they're paratroopers. They're meant to be surrounded.
And that's true. That's true. They are literally meant to be surrounded. That's your bonus.
Exactly. So, I guess my question is, will it be Big Dick or Little Richie on this one? What do you think?
Oh, well, if we're talking about the biggest stickers of Action Mambles, if he can slide that thing around the sides, then he can do pretty well. But if Funagor can get his little Richie inside a town and just thrust it in and keep it and make sure the flanks don't go too lopsided, then he'll have a good time. And the match should start just now, because perfect 3-minute deployment time. I think you can agree with me, Khan. That's the perfect deployment time. Not too long, not too short, just right.
All you need is a light jacket. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Now, it's interesting to me, we are going to see Funagor is going for much more, let's say, moderate deployment, and going across all 3 flanks, and AK just basically says, screw the north, I don't care.
That's ballsy. Oh, I hope he gets something to cover that north side in his next,
30 seconds.
Because you don't want to leave an entire flank exposed, but this is a gamble I think could work for Action Mambles. He has a mortar 3 backing up, and the Panzers, and a 3-star mortar half-track. So he just needs to break through the 2 AT guns, which is durable.
But the question is, how bloody is it going to be?
Yeah, he can afford to lose 1 or 2 of the Panzer 2s, but if he loses that mortar 3, that's a big blow.
Indeed, and indeed, right now the paratroopers are just kind of falling out, just handling all of their nonsense, and the command M22 coming on in. Ooh, yeah. One of the rare times an M22 is actually useful, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, he can deal with the Panzer 2s, so can't really do much against mortar 3, but hey, that thing was meant to be dropped in a glider, so you can't give it too much hassle.
True. Now, one of the Panzer 2s already did go down. We're going to see replacement Panzer 1 coming on out. So, AK says, screw defense, I'm going all in the south.
Yeah, and if he can make his work down south, holy crap, he could envelop the town and just cover that road. And that would work so well, but it's such a ballsy move. A ballsy move.
You know what? But the thing is, you go big or you go home, especially in tournaments, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about Action Mambles, you know, he's got to get Big Dicky around, and it's like exactly Big Dicky. Big
Oh,
Dicky play.
and I guess the perfect group to do it against is, in fact, the 101st. These guys, at this point, they've deployed, they've gotten into the houses. Yeah, digging them out's not going to be fun.
No.
But once they deploy, they anticipated actual presence in the north, which means they're gonna be hoofing it. There's no fast vehicles. There's no half tracks to come on in.
Yeah, and that's going to be one of Mamble's advantages to leave the north completely exposed, because he can't, like you said, he can't take initiative of it immediately. But hopefully he can make something happen down. It's a recon plane!
I was just gonna make the comment as soon as you were done. I was gonna make a comment. And I'm looking at it right now. He sees nothing. He does not know what Funagor's got at all.
This is one of the few times where a recon plane is a really good idea.
Yes, sir.
Wow. And sweet. I'm so happy to see a recon plane car, and that's not, you know, the really fast runs like the fighters see fly, or the brand new Mustang recon plane for the 3rd Armour Division, added in the recent update.
True.
Oh,
true. Oh, he's going all air. Fuck Wolf, go get the 51 Mustang. He says, screw the vehicles, I'm going to the air. Another P1 going down, though, and 8K is just dropping too many vehicles for my liking already, though.
Yeah, the problem is these 2 AT guns have bogged him down, and Funagor is positioning them perfectly. He's letting them get shot a bit, but he's not losing them, which is the important part. He's buying him time to get the Locust up to help with the frontline fighting. And I'm thinking AK Action was really just hoping to deal with maybe 1 AT gun and not 2 of them. But now look here, he's got the air advantage against an airborne deck.
But would you call the airborne an air advantage with a Storch? I'm just out of curiosity. I have to know.
He has the Fokker Wolf too, and he's doing strafing runs of it.
True. Now, peak guns are going to be able to pin up the 37 mil. 57 mil did go down, so with the death of that could be a major win. Although we are going to see basically Zook teams rushing to the front.
Oh god, he's really desperate. Holy crap! I'd at least get like another AT gun. I think he's getting. Okay, he's getting a
more and more P2s are coming on in. He says, "Screw the infantry. I am a Panzer for Christ's sakes."
Oh god, and look, the northern side is still completely open. It's just been 5 minutes, and he hasn't deployed a single unit to his northern flank.
True.
And it's 50 cal is slowly gaining a lot of ground for Uncle Sam, but eventually Action needs to get something to just hold ground up north, gain some percentage.
Indeed. And those airborne bazookas are trundling on forwards. These brave, I don't know what to call them. Dead men.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of bazookas, you know, getting them out. But this is a bit of an open field fight, so maybe another 6-pounder or some 37mm.
Troops to the north!
Oh, we got, Panzer 1.
And 1 squad of infantry.
1 squad of infantry. I mean, at least you can deal with the 50 cal at least, so I think the 50 cal could actually kill Panzer 1.
And that Storch is not going to be long for this world. There's now actually an anti-air coming on out, and the Martyr did go down.
Oh damn, that's a big loss losing that Martyr.
True.
Because that was the main, not really for the anti-tank capabilities, but it can shoot high explosive rounds at 1.2 kilometers, meaning it can outrange at 37mm and 6-pounder guns. Heck, it can outrange all of the 101st Airborne guns till C phase, when they can finally get some Wolverines.
That is true, but he did die for the cause, so Martyr was a good name for him in this case. It amuses me a little bit to see that the 50 cal is going to stun up and force back that P1, and it's a little bit...
Well, it's 15mm of armor.
Still, yeah. You know, you think pride keeps him safe, but I guess that's not to be the case here.
Yeah, and it's even a vet, it even has 1-star veterancy too, but it's a dry, you don't use a tank in 1934, in 1944.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. But actually, I think memory serves. On the 50 cal out for... Does the 20s, I want to say?
The M250?
Oh, the M250. No, but at least the M150.
Are you talking about the American 50 cal?
Yes, sir.
The M250, which I think was really the first run. I don't know about if it has an M run, but I know the M2 was put into official service in 33, but they had a bunch of prototypes and they're really developing like what to do with it during the trainees.
Sounds about right. So, folks, if you're just tuning into this particular video, if you're looking at us on YouTube, I don't know why you're just tuning in here. But this is why you play this game, is to learn trivia that you'll use one day when a mugger holds you up for hostage.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever get held up by a dude with a knife and he's like, Reynolds a M50 cal machine gun put into service in the American Army, if you say 1933, you get to keep your wallet. So,
True.
Watch
True
our
story.
videos, guys.
True story.
Yeah, I mean, I once had a dude hold me up with a gun when I went down the road, and he asked me when Constantinople was sacked. And I was like, were we talking about pre-Byzantine or post-Byzantine?
And he was like, dude, no, it's not. It's Istanbul, not Constantinople.
It'll always be Constantinople in my heart, Khan.
You sound like a professor I had back in college, but like Byzantine influence, AK is being forced back here. 53-47 still in terms of territory, and his light vehicle push seems to have completely failed. This call in of a second M22 and resting on all these marauding Zook teams moving around.
It was an interesting play. It's definitely one of the cooler openers that I've seen so far on a replay.
Mm-hmm.
But he just couldn't get past you see when the road hooks up north, where the AT guns were instantly deployed, if he could have got past Share, he would have been golden. But because he got stuck in that open ground slog, he just could not break through, unfortunately.
Gotcha. That sounds very, very fair. Now, it would be embarrassing to see these P-Grans get forced into a surrender by this M2HB. To way, way north, by the way, but it looks like that machine gun will finally get picked off.
Yeah, I mean, two MG42s beat 150 cal. Matt.
True. Light machine guns, though.
Yeah.
Martyr, in the meantime, he's getting forced back as well, as is some more artillery fire from that 75-pack Howie. Yikes. And yep, AK, it's amusing almost to me, a little bit sad, but amusing at the same time, to see that we really are not seeing a lot of Germans on this map.
No, he at least managed to retake the northern side a bit, and he has a bit of a ground advantage down south, but
it's tenuous at best, let's be fair.
It's tenuous, of course. It's just, what can he do now? Because he can't go into town. Well, he could, but it's not a good idea. Even the Pioneers backing you up, it's just, against 101st, I wouldn't even bother. I'm still thinking his best bet is try to break through down south, especially now that Reeve just got into B phase, and he can get Panda 4s and much better supporting units and proper armor to really try and break through. Because really it's really two Locusts and a 1 HP 37mm gun stopping him. And with some proper Panzers, I mean, he could pretty easily deal with that.
True, but he has to make sure he doesn't get close enough now to these airborne rifles that are starting to hit the field, and there's just Zooks in every direction.
Oh yeah, the Zooks are definitely the scary part. I mean, just looking down south, you've got like 3 Zooks in perfect positions to ambush any Panzer player that tries to hook along the southern border.
So let's game theory this for a second. So, he went around the south. Could it have been more possible for him to attack the northern side, or was it really that his left hook here was his only unique option?
I think his left hook was his best option, because it's a much more open ground where you look at north, the Zooks from the rifles and Pathfinder's gammon bombs would have been much more deadly in the orchard sheds. You see, right? Yeah, Panzer 1 got knocked out by AB rifles, and the Panzer Grenadiers aren't really longing for the road anymore.
No, I don't want to distract you from away from those gams, but down to the south, we did see the Mortar 3 take down both M22s back-to-back. Perfect 2 shots right there.
Yep.
And wait a second, the P-Grans have gotten everyone forced away. Fuck Wolf dropping bombs like crazy. Oof. That's actually surprisingly juicy.
Yeah, it was a good hit, saving the Panzer Grenadiers' skin right, yeah. But that was good positioning from Mortar 3. That's exactly what I'm talking about, using its range for disadvantage. Because I think he was just barely out of range, or... Oh, he was barely out of range of one of the M22s at least. So No, it's much better to shoot a dude who can't shoot back.
That is certainly the brave thing to do.
Yeah, that is, how the Spanish got South America.
Well, that and tuberculosis and syphilis, but minor details, really.
Yeah.
Stug now hitting the field as well. That is going to be, of course, that F8 variant, which will completely wreck that town, won't it?
Yeah, I mean, Stug F8, it's already a good tank because of the veterancy, but here's the thing. This is my personal opinion. If you're playing 9th Panzer and you're not getting Panzer 4Js, like, you literally just need Panzer 4Js.
True.
Like, the Stu costs, 150 points? While Panzer 4J is 125, pretty much does the same thing. Has, like, 1 star less veterancy, but you can get 1 a minute. I'm not gonna chastise AK's Action Manball's choice too much, because in the end of the day, a tank's a tank. But...
Well, you're basically asking what in Jesus are you doing by not getting P4s? I totally agree with you. I do.
It's just, you can get 5 of them in B phase, and then 8 of them in C phase. So, theoretically, if you're getting a more standard loadout, in 13 minutes you can get 13 Panzer 4Js. That's a lot of Panzer 4s can't.
True, and if you get the whole kind of armored fist that the Germans are so famous for, even at this point, that's a devastating knockout blow.
Yeah, and really, Action Mamball was the tank, sees the Panzer Division is his advantage. He doesn't have to... all the enemy tanks are going to be real breezy to go through, even the M10 Hellcats, to be honest. Especially once C phase hits, and... yeah, Funagor could get like a 2-star M10. But
you mean Wolverines, though, yes?
Wolverines, yeah.
Okay, you said Hellcats, I was a little confused.
Oh, I can never get them out of my mind, Khan. The Hellcats are...
apparently they have their hooks in you, their claws are out, and they're hooked into Rangu's mind. Folks, press F if you want Rang to be free.
I hope someone comments F in the comments now. But,
that or hit Alt F4 right now.
Hey, everyone just stopped watching the video. What happened, Khan?
We are going to see the Outriders for the Americans might get called out. Know that Pop Gun is able to take away that charging half-track and will save the Outriders to the eastern part of St Mere Eglaise. And we're getting into now the later stages of this game. Now, mid, actually. 1 second. Bombing run from the Marauder.
Ooh, look, yeah, it's lined up on a road.
That's juicy. Oh, he might hit his own guys, though. Oof.
Collateral down.
Oof. Collateral damage indeed. He goes down. He gives up the eastern side of the town. And I hate to be alarmist about this, but that was not the best idea.
No, he almost got to kill the Panzer Run, but the Panzer Run got the surrender. And now we got, I believe, Panzer Grenadiers coming into the town. So Max and Mamball is going to be changing gears and going to be fighting tooth and nail in the town. Unfortunately, the town fighting for him is going to be much tougher because he can't really take advantage of the half tracks because Zooks and Gams. So, especially Panzer Grenadiers, I really think he should have got some Pioneers personally. It's gonna be a bloody fight in St Mere Eglaise, but for Germans this time.
Well, we have seen some effective light vehicle play against St Mere Eglaise, and it has been using stuff like that 250 is right about now. So just outside that major arterial. Yeah. And geez, wasn't that actually a brilliant set? Wasn't a 9th Panzer player that we saw do that on this map?
Yeah, it was against 4th Armored. I was like 2 weeks ago from now.
That was a beautiful game. My mind goes back to how wonderful it was to just watch the 4th Armored get crushed.
Yeah.
But no, so we're back in it. Airborne engineers are ready to start cooking up those Wiener roasts, let's call them. And sauerkrauts might not go well with flame.
No, and the AB engineers can't decide where they want to go, and they got stunned up in the open.
True.
Not the best move, for the AB NGs.
Yep, never put a pin in it, folks. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, if he ran south just like 5 meters, he would have had to build in to cover him, but the path track's going to be chasing him down, desperate to get that surrender.
Very, very true. Now, Strug and M1 are going to be exchanging firepower back and forth. And those bombs are not going to come out, so that Focke-Wulf could have been beautiful, but nope, not going to happen. Indeed, I'm guessing we might even see a dead Stug within the next couple of rounds here.
Oh yeah, I think...
That would be kind of embarrassing, but
Yep.
that'd be big.
Oh, I think Stug may be able to just stun up the 6-pounder. It's really close.
Nope.
Oh, shooter knocked out. Out of all the crits that could have happened, that was the best one.
Indeed, indeed. And now this is becoming that meat grinder we always feel that St Mere Eglaise might even become. But a Command Stewart now coming in as well. So is that going to save the Allied position in the center?
Yeah. I mean, you can deal with Stug at close range, and well, the Panzer Grenadier is a bit of a shame, but you can also deal with light armor as well. I also want to note the 2-flag run behind enemy lines.
I was just gonna make the comment, hero half track indeed.
Is he gonna?
He's going for the mortar. Do it! Do it!
Oh, come on! One more hit.
Well, okay, so the machine gun's
no.
down. He's
gonna
gonna get surrendered. Forced to surrender here. There we go.
Yeah. Burn, baby, burn. But he's gonna at least get the AB engineers to not race, but use up most of its flamethrower ammo.
True. True. Only 3 shots yet left with that, and we're going to see 4 more squads of infantry being thrown into this western side of St Mere Eglaise. And let's give a little bit of a hand here to AK. He started with a very, very unconventional build, put himself deep in the hole, and he's fought back to 50-50.
Yeah, he doesn't have any points, which is really quite troublesome, to say the least. But he is gaining back initiative. He's gaining back ground. And I think in the C phase, it definitely brighten up as he can get more tanks and more infantry. He gets 2-star Panzer Grenadiers and Pioneers, which I'm thinking is probably his deck build. Probably got at least like 2 or 3 cards worth of the 2-star.
That is true, but we are going to also see stuff like his light vehicles are just getting trounced. A second Gannon bomb goes on out and just misses the Lukes. I don't know why the Lukes is firing at the Northern AB rifles. Shoot the Pathfinders!
Yep.
For the love of God, it's going to come out a third one, and third time's the charm? No! No! Those guys clearly never played baseball.
So if you thought the Piet wasn't accurate, you haven't seen Gammon bombs.
Yikes.
Yeah. I mean, look, they need to take some lessons from Saving Private Ryan, and, just throw it on top. Get a bit closer. Wait for the Tiger tank to be below you, and then throw the shot.
Well, the Americans are deciding that they want to start pounding St. Mere Eglaise flat. They don't want to capture it. They just want to make sure the Germans don't get it. So bombs galore. 2 Marauders coming down that major arterial.
That's gonna hurt a bit.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I'm thinking AK. I want him to do something down south again. Is really he has a line of bazookas, but that's not too scary. And it's just one 57mm gun. I'm understanding that initial push definitely deterred him of trying to do anything again down south. But I think now's the time with being able to get Tigers and Jagdpanzers, you could really make something happen in an open field.
Well, to quote a now departed comedian, "Oh yes, we can," for the Germans just turned into, "Oh no, you didn't."
Oh no, they didn't.
But I do like seeing this 7-1 over here just to the southeast of the town. That quad barrel is gorgeous. That's the German ZSU essentially there.
I also want to note we got a Panzer IV, but of a different kind.
Ooh.
Not map artillery Panzer IV. There we go. But because it's a German Panzer IV, or German tank, even though it's an off-map artillery, it still has the full functionalities of a main battle tank.
Sounds about right. Germans are still continuing to claw in tooth and nail. I do have to give him some props here. He has just been every last meter.
Mamble's play has been really just fun to watch, especially from a caster's perspective, because he's just fighting. He has not given Funagor really any room to breathe this entire match. He's just constantly coming at him tooth and nail. With tanks. I mean, look at his Panzer II now. He's going to get a pretty decent flank around you. I think the 6-pounder down south doesn't see him. Oh my word.
He's going to get it. He's going to take out this AT gun. There goes pin down. And there goes the middle part of the town. That's going to go over to the Germans now, almost without fail.
I think Luke's is gonna die, but killing that 5-6 pound 57 mil definitely helped out.
Well, he gave his life for the cause, and that's all we can hope for.
Yeah.
Now, 356 mil off map coming in for the Americans now.
Oof, yeah. Inside a town, I
that's
wouldn't
terrifying.
want to be inside that town. I mean, the naval artillery going to be jumping down. Heavy battleship guns.
P4, by the way, threw down its first arty barrage. We're not seeing any artillery indications on this one.
Nope.
Pinning a good chunk of that Allied infantry, and indeed, actually, I didn't realize how minimal the Allied infantry presence has become now in that town.
Yeah, I mean, 101st does run out of infantry because all their good runs are in A phase.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Funagor hasn't really been fighting that many infantry attrition battles, so I still think he has a lot of AB rifles up his sleeve or
here comes some of them now.
Hold.
Here come some of them right now.
I'm really surprised that ActionTim hasn't got Pioneers, because we all know how Pioneers work in a town. They're bloody magnificent.
That's true.
And it's just been Panzer Grenadiers.
Well, it also amuses me as well. So that P Gren to the northern side of the map, that is the one who was just a 4-man squad after being thrown into the machine guns multiple times and going here and going there. And he's still alive. He's holding out against a ton of Allied infantry.
Yeah, I mean, the long range MG42s is always a scary thing to go up against, but I think the AB rifles flanking up north will be the coup de grace.
I don't know. We are going to see a P1 as well as another anti-air half-track coming on out. And a Befehle Panzer II. Brave and ultimately unnecessary, but interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, I guess he just wants a bit of extra command. And I'm thinking, yeah, it definitely looks like ActionTim is going to be going for that northern attack, trying to clear up the northern sector, because as we saw in the town, he tried to go for the town. He's not going to win the town. That's just not going to happen at this point. So really, he tried the southern flank, he tried the middle flank. Now he's going for a northern flank. You know, go and get the whole tour of St Mere Eglaise. See the sights, blow Americans up, have a good time.
Well, and again, like you said, he has just not let up. The pressure's been constant, and while we might malign his choices and even how he might be deploying some of them, you cannot deny it's been fun.
Yeah, I mean, he's just continuously going. I love that. We got 2 B-26 mortars coming in, and I would not want to be on the receiving end of that right now. Think out AA gun, and you get blown up in the bombing strike.
Well, everyone's gonna get stunned up. That's for darn sure.
Oof. No direct hits in it, thank God, but Lisa Stuck's still untouched.
Well, and also going along with that, first of all, there are 3 anti-air half-tracks here.
Mm-hmm.
A third one coming in just about now. But what's more, though, the Germans came under that off-map arty barrage, just blew apart every little bit of infantry they had left.
Yeah.
On the eastern side of that town, one lone P-Gren is just kind of sitting there huddling his legs. Just wondering where everybody else went.
And I just, going into that town, I just wouldn't even try. I think he's actually sending more things in. Yes, he is. I don't see to send those P-Grens. Oh, I think he's got some Pioneers now, thank God. But send them up north and just try to clear that out instead of going completely in for the town. I mean, also, AK has been using a lot of air power in this match.
That is definitely accurate.
I mean, bombing some AB rifles right now. Is this a shame that he can't get the airplanes out when Funagor's doing the big bombing run?
Wait, the light vehicles are actually cleaning up the northern flank pretty darn well. I was skeptical.
I mean, I think the recon Panzer run really helps out a bit, because of course they can spot the AB rifles before getting into deadly bazooka range.
Doesn't see as much as you might think. He sees 3 units. He sees the Bofors, and he sees the 2 airborne rifles up north, and that's it. He sees nothing else.
Yeah,
so this charging half-tracks are going to get whooped.
Oh, look, it's the half-track in the center. What are you doing, buddy?
Exactly, like I said. Ooh, and the last arty barrage coming in as well. Devastates that push.
Damn. Leaving the Panzer on and Panzer II alone, and never mind the Panzer run just got suits. And there's a bombing run, and good use of airplane there from Funagor, which is bombing action to hell and back. really stopping any major pushes from happening. And now he got a Messerschmitt coming in. I think he's going in for maybe an intercept. No, he's going for a rocket run.
Well, Strobe just went down as well. So, the 9th Panzer went from being a division of tanks to being maybe a platoon or two left.
Well, oh, there we go. We got a Tiger. And where's he moving it? He's moving it into the town.
Into? Why?
101st Airborne, Tiger, inside a town. Have you watched Saving Private Ryan?
That's definitely true.
And we've got the recon plane being brought in again. And how is that recon plane still alive?
Well, the anti-air half-tracks that until formerly were actually on the field. We're keeping the Allied air power away from it.
And this is... I mean, I never get recon planes personally, because I just much rather get a fighter plane, but Mambles is doing a good job with him. A very good job. And they're helping out quite a bit. I'm looking at it right now, and he's starting to see a bit of a town. Seeing the off-map parts it's already been spent, so no point trying to get vengeance.
Well, let's also note real quick, by the way, that I have finally seen an elephant fly. We've seen a P-47 actually take out an armored vehicle with the rockets.
What armored vehicle? Was it like a Panzer
Stug?
II?
No, it was a Stug.
Whoa! Was it a side shot?
No, I think it was dead on, unless it was that DD tank. We'll have to check that later on, but I'm pretty sure the Thunderbolt took out the Stug. Huh.
Yeah, it's always pretty hard to kill planes with rockets. Well, no, kill tanks with rockets.
There we go.
Usually need you really do need to get the side shot to get a effective kill. If not, you're probably gonna need at least 2 or 3 planes to potentially penetrate like a Tiger in front. It's not even penetrating, you're just blowing it up to bits with like explosives. And I'm looking at this Tiger and I'm just thinking if he moved it 1 kilometer down south, I mean, you've got a nice little armor push here. He could make something happen, but he's just terrified of that southern flank now, which I understand. I wouldn't want to do that again after what happened at the start.
Well, but let's think about this, though, too. I mean, looking at the south, what's that? 10 units? Yep. Of which 2 have seen combat, and that's really, really generous to say that both have seen combat.
Yeah, we also got to realize, though, in a Mamble's perspective, he doesn't know what's in the southern flank. He doesn't have any recon to give him an idea. So he's probably thinking of some... It looks like a big force, but it's really just a bunch of Zooks. And the Zooks can't really do much in the open ground engagement, especially if a Panzer 1 was just to spot them all.
Marauders coming back in to hit the Tiga, and I'm surprised the Tiger almost went down to a Zook shot.
I saw, yeah, and why is he using the Tiger in a town card? I don't know.
It doesn't get stunned up. Oh, no, right, here goes the next bombing run.
When there's 1, there's 3 more.
No, shockingly enough, he goes after the Befela off-map Colin instead.
It kills it, huh?
See, this has been so weird to see air power actually do something.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting direct hit, which is definitely helping. And Tiger kills Sherman.
Oh, he better.
Yeah. The Sherman did have pretty good chances to kill Tiger at that range. And look at that glider leader. Look how close it is to that Tiger tank, Khan. He comes around the corner.
Oh, no. He's aligning. Tiga Wittmann. Tiga Wittmann.
I understand bringing like a half track or like a plane Panzer or heck even a Panzer 2.
Or a spot troop or something.
Into a town. But he did the company of heroes approach, Khan. He got his veteran Tiger, he saved up all his fuel, and then he just attacked moved it and hoped that it would just kind of kill everything. It killed a Sherman, but then he got killed by like a bazooka unit, and he had rage crit shots to the match.
I'm not sure we're going to see a rage quit in this one, but I know exactly what you mean. No, good gosh.
I know, and even though that's really, really dumb Tiger attack, Axon Mambo is still holding on, and he's keeping up the pressure still. And
again, hats off to him. We are able to be much more knowledgeable.
Look at that Panzer 4. You see that Panzer 4?
Oh yes, Panzer 4? Yes, middle part of the town.
Oh my god, is he gonna... Come on, he can flank it. As a Sherman's turn... Come on.
Sherman doesn't know. Oh my gosh, Scotty doesn't know. Here comes the P4 behind from 25 yards away.
What?
Oh my god!
I was looking at it and it was just turning. I think he didn't. What the hell happened?
Oh my god!
Oh,
Uh,
that was.
that could have been so great.
Oh, I could have. I'm really upset now, Colin. That could have been such a good flank. But no, he loses to the Tiger in a really dumb way. He lost his Panzer IV. That could have potentially opened up the town, but no, it didn't. It didn't.
Now, I do have to ask, is it still a town if there are no buildings left in it?
I'd say we should really call it a crater. I think it'd be a more definition term, maybe ruins.
What was the name? Oh my gosh, Megaton. That's what it was. Fallout 3.
Fallout 3. But fortunately, there's no Megaton nuke in the middle, so...
At this point, he might even want to take that.
Yeah, I think a nuke would definitely help clear up this town. Now look at the Panzer Grenadier. Can he kill the Sherman with the Panzer Grenadier? No.
Probably not. He's going to get stunned up. And forced to surrender.
Oh. Damn. That's a lucky Sherman. Oh, there we go. Rocket Run almost stunned up the DD. But I think at this point Chicken Do has... Oh, not Chicken Do, sorry, that's the last match we casted.
Check that out, by the way.
Yeah, also check that one out. Action Balls has kind of run out of steam. He's getting another Tiger. And he's moving it... He's moving it into the town, Khan.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Oh, right.
Folks, if you're hearing that sound, that is the sound of Rangroo throwing his controller at the ground.
It annoys me, Khan, because it doesn't make sense using a Tiger inside a town. Especially after seeing what happened to your first Tiger.
Wait, Faust coming... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, Faust coming out after the Sherman. Okay, he's got to totally see this. There's nothing there. It's rubble. All of it is rubble. There we go, aligning. Oh my god. You idiots. You blew it up.
You had one job, man. You had one job. And you missed. You missed.
Okay, now what do you do, guys? Well, you run over to that house on the corner.
Yeah.
Not the house on Pooh Corner, mind you, but the house on the corner.
Yeah. But Funagor, he has been holding on to the town well. I mean, he's really run out of steam as well. Which makes sense, because 101st. You know, he is bringing up another... Is that another off map? No, it's just the first one. He just fell it back. Because...
Wait. To the south, by the way, we're going to see three units coming up against this airborne rifle. Shockingly enough, we're not going to see an immediate kill. But I would be surprised if we don't see at least one kill here.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. And the off-map party went down in the center once again. And did some good stun-up damage. I think maybe the Tiger might be able to do something in the town, as the town is barren. Except for AB rifles and glider things being brought in.
And well, let's give a little bit of credit again. Here we are. Oh no, there is a second off-map party.
Second one.
55-45. The Axis here, unless they take a lot more territory, which seems unlikely, to say the least.
Very, very unlikely.
They might still drop it. They might still drop it. Guys, this could be an election night game.
Might be. I'm thinking down south is really his best bet. If he can just... Heck, there's no 57mm gun down south, Khan. He could just fast move behind the town and do things, maybe.
Well, he's going after that one area where there's an airborne bazooka team. And he's going next to where there's another Pathfinder and two more... Oh my god, okay. We have to watch this ill-fitted push.
Yeah, this is going to be a Teutonberg for us, maybe.
And by the way, we're seeing massive armor push coming out for the Americans in the center part of the field. So we're seeing M10, M5, and an M4.
All walk into a bar.
Yeah, terrible pun time, but yeah, that's definitely going to be happening here.
Yeah. And you know what would be great down south?
About 5 more squads of infantry?
No, just Tiger. Because if the Tiger is down south right here, he could block his Stuart and Hellcat and stuff from coming into the
Wolverine.
Wolverine. God damn it, Wolverine. I need to rewatch Red Dawn again. I keep thinking.
I was clearly. Zook shot number 1 coming out. Zook shot number 2 coming out. There we go. 1 explosion. Oh, they've given away their positions now, so that's the first line of anti-tank being taken out.
At least he lost a 2-5 run instead of a Panzer run. So
True.
That's a good rate to bait out the Zooks.
So wait, 63% to 37. If he can get to that +3, he has a chance.
He does have a chance. So
how whacked out is that?
I think that's pretty racked out considering the Panzer IIs are. They may have been a good chance to get out push, but with the armor in the mid, I don't think that's going to happen. And this Tiger he's slow. He's attack moving, and now's the time to try and fast
rush.
move.
Yes, sir.
If he could just fast move it, try to knock out armor, he could do something. But look at itself in a show. Like I kept saying before, it would have worked really well. And look at it, it's working really well.
Except now there's a 57 mil coming right there, and that's going to cause the entire thing to bog down.
Yeah.
There are 3 vehicles literally on top of each other.
I mean, it's an AP shell, but I think that's going to do collateral damage still. And look, yeah, it's a B-26.
Yep. And those are the big booms, too. And there goes the end of the entire position.
Yeah, yeah. And where's that? Yeah. Not town now, at least. But, what's this Tiger doing, Tom?
True, he can get the town, but there's nothing left to take in the town.
Yeah, and there's also no minute left in the match, so even if Funagor is completely out of infantry, doesn't matter, it's a minute left.
Yep, she's gonna take a minor victory no matter what. And does look like we're at long last. What do we see, by the way? 9th Panzer coming on in.
That's a cock tease, right at the end.
260 meters of range on the flamethrowers would have been perfect to clear out that town.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally the point of this Flam Panzer. You rush it into a town, and it just flams everything.
Indeed.
Scientifically speaking, it just flams everything.
By the way, Germans are holding the lower area with 1 Pigren. 1 Pigren.
They can't even see it. Heck, if they could see it, they can't even shoot it. But
wait, here's a question: Will the Tiga get killed? Not by the glider chief, shockingly enough.
No, I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, it really just comes down to the Wolverine, but
you hold it right, by the way. I'm so proud.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I did that constantly on time. I didn't have to think about it.
9th Panzer is going to get brewed up in a second, though. Just you watch.
Yeah. Don't rush the 9th Panzer against a Sherman. Unless you're within 260 meters.
Will he survive the last 5 seconds? This is super close. No, he doesn't. He dies just as the game ends.
Okay, that's... Yeah, I have to say, Khan, I got pretty annoyed, and I'm still a little bit annoyed about the play. Yeah, it was one of the best casts I've seen so far.
True, like, especially from this tournament.
Yeah, it was such... Apart from some of Mamble's just dumb play, he put on a show. He put up a damn good show, and same with Funagor. That was
fun to watch.
That was a good match. That was a good match. Looking at the KD, I mean, it's pretty close considering, like, 600 points. That's not too far-fetched, actually.
Well, considering if you don't lose that Tiga, and man, that's half of it right there.
I mean, looking at the early stages of the game, it's pretty even Stevens, shot for shot. Your Mambles did lose more in terms of points. And then just looking into B phase, it's still pretty shot for shot.
Yeah, go to C.
And then you go to C, and the Germans, it's still a bit shot to shot, but yeah, the Americans just lose a bunch of glider rifles within 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, the Germans lose a bunch of light vehicles
like to the Marauders and the M10
in literally 1 minute.
Jeez.
They lost all of that in 1 minute. Oh my! But I think I've really said like all the strategies and plays Action Mamble could have done. He tried to exploit every single flank, which was good. That's how you should play this game. If you attack one flank, it doesn't work. You usually got 2 more to give a shot. So, just throw your units around everywhere. And Action Mambles was just putting on a lot of action. I mean, we had a kill 1 minute into the match, and since January just had kills every at least minute or so apart from after the ad. So just constant hammering all the way to the last 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a kill. So I really can't say, like, this is such a good replay. If you managed to get through this video, thank you very much, because this is definitely some top tier play that you have just, well, maybe not
top tier entertainment play,
top
at
tier
least.
entertainment play. Yeah, not don't rush tigers or any tanks into a town, especially when it's bazookas.
True.
Piat's a bit of a different story, maybe, but bazookas, no, you don't mess with bazookas, my dude.
But congratulations to Funagor for taking this series 2-0. Like we said, winner of this did move on to the next round. And AK, despite the entertainment value he's giving us, is going to be going home with no prize today.
Yep, but he gave us a good match, so there's a consolation prize in that.
Yeah, I was going to say, honestly, so far, he's definitely the most entertaining match we've seen.
Yeah, that's without a doubt. In terms of a lot of casts that I've casted for this game, yeah, it's definitely, that's top tier, mate.
But alrighty. Alright, folks, that's going to about do it for us today. Any last words there, Ring?
Nope, yeah, so the match speaks for itself.
Indeed, and that, and that speaking, by the way, boom, boom, bang, bang. But alright, folks, I've been Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangaroo, take it easy.